Hey, this is Ken, who says, my niece has a huge painting of Buddha hanging on her living room wall. She's not a Buddhist. She bought it because the colors matched her sofa. Is having this artwork in her house considered idolatry?
Yes, it is, and you don't know what kind of demonic power is attached to that. I don't want to get super spiritual on this thing, but I would take that statue of Buddha, a picture of Buddha, and set it on fire. Some of these things, though, they have demon prayers, and people bring one of these things into their homes, and all of a sudden they start getting headaches, and they start having marital discord, and they say, what's the matter? You've brought a demonic. The demon has attached itself to this piece of artwork. You just don't need the. But if you get into that business where those who are involved in martial arts before they start are actually inhaling some demon spirit, and some of them do that, by the way, that enormous strength comes about not from a human source, but from a demonic source. You don't want to have anything to do with any of that. There's some of these things, I mean, yoga, I think, and some of these mantras you say
when you chant
definitely have Buddhist and sometimes demonic origins. I don't think Tai Chi does. Yes, I think those vampire movies are evil. There are no vampires. The whole thing is demonic, and I just can't. It may give you some kind of a thrill, like the spooky supernatural. But it's not. It opened the door into the occult. You don't want to open any doors because you don't know what kind of a demon's out there. It says, "Well, you opened the door. You gave me permission."
This is Andreas, who says, I have a friend whose wife suffers from Alzheimer's. She doesn't even recognize him anymore, and as you can imagine, the marriage has been rough. My friend has gotten bitter at God for allowing his wife to be in that condition, and now he started seeing another woman. He says that he should be allowed to see other people because his wife, as he knows her, is gone. I'm not quite sure what to tell him. Please help.
Oh, that is a terribly hard thing. It is. I hate Alzheimer's. It is one of the most awful things because here's the loved one. This is the woman or man that you have loved for 20, 30, 40 years, and suddenly that person is gone. They're gone. They are gone. So what he says basically is correct, but I know it sounds cruel, but if he's going to do something, he should divorce her and start over. You know, I don't know about this doctrine of assassination, but if he thinks we're trying to assassinate him, I think that we really ought to go ahead and do it. It's a whole lot cheaper than starting a war.
Who says, a coworker confronted me in the break room and said she can't believe in a God who let her baby of 3 years old die, suffering a long battle in and out of hospitals while he heals other children. She asked me, why did God allow my baby to die? I told her that I didn't know why her child died, but God sees the whole picture. We see only in part. What else can I say?
Well, what you have to understand, I think, in the Old Testament, it was like God's responsible for everything. As far as God's concerned, he knows the end from the beginning, and he sees a little baby, and that little baby could grow up to be Adolf Hitler, he could grow up to be Joseph Stalin, he could grow up to be some serial killer, or he could grow up to die of a hideous disease. God sees all that. And for that life to be terminated while he's a baby, he's going to be with God forever in heaven. So that isn't a bad thing. So how could God do that? How could a good God let that happen? Well, the good God is going to take that baby to heaven right now, and that isn't a bad thing.